looks like Anytime actually has gotten a Templar Archive, so I'm guessing he's going to go for some High Templar rather than go for Dark Templar, given that observers are already out. Meanwhile, it looks like Free has gotten his gateways up, and looks like Anytime actually has taken the second base also, so he's going for a second expansion very quickly right now, and this is the expansion that's harder to hold, and looks like Free is ready to move out here. Free might have a Reaver in that shuttle. In fact, I'd bet that he does have a Reaver in that shuttle, and if he knows that Anytime's trying to expand, he will try to shut it down, because one of the entrances to that expansion is pointing towards the outside. Looks like he is going to find this, and he is going to go for an attack at Anytime. It looks like Anytime has cancelled. Looks like, yes, he has cancelled that Nexus, so smart move by Anytime. Cutting his losses there. Excuse me, cutting his losses there. Oh man, looks like High Templar are going to get picked off here. One High Templar gets picked off, and the other one might get picked off. Wow, huge loss for Anytime there. Big mistake by him. He had his gateways rallied to the choke point. That's just sloppy there, letting his High Templar die to two Reaver Scarabs there, and he really, really did not want that to happen, because now he's not going to have the necessary... He's just not going to have the necessary storm to deal with this attack, I feel. And it looks like now Free has taken an economic lead. He's going to put up his second Nexus before Anytime. So this game's swinging back in Free's favor right now. And this is what I meant about putting pressure on the front door. Even though Free has not done any attack yet, he's forcing Anytime to stay in his base. He's already forced Anytime to cancel his secondary, his second expansion rather, his third base. And it looks like now Free's going to pick off this Observer. So Anytime not being able to get a scout into Free's base. So this game is evening up a little bit here. The series, rather. Of course, Lecaf did win the first game of the series, which I casted a few days ago. And now it looks like actually Anytime setting up a sort of hidden expansion here that's going to be very difficult for him to protect. It looks like Free's going for a harass. Good Scarab there, killing about 5 probes at least. And now he's going to pick up and run away here. Meanwhile, it looks like Anytime actually has DTs. So these DTs are actually sort of chasing away that Reaver. But Anytime's not going to be able to protect this expansion very well unless Free doesn't spot it. And Free might not spot it because it is on the right side, sort of in a hidden, unexpected location. Meanwhile, Anytime trying to sneak a DT past. Looks like one DT will get picked off, but I'm not sure if Free has seen this other DT moving south towards Free's new expansion here. And looks like he is going towards that new expansion. I think Free does know it's there, and it looks like Free does know it's there, so that Dark Templar only able to get 2 kills before it succumbs to those... Ooh, it looks like photon cannons going up en masse for Free there. Just to make sure there's no further DT harass. And Free does not know that Anytime has that expansion at the 1 o'clock position, so that remains hidden to Free. Anytime will be able to get a bit of an advantage here, because so now it looks like Anytime's actually trying to break through here. Good storm on those Reavers, though. He needs one more storm to pick him off, and looks like the shuttle gets stormed to death. So with that kill right away, Anytime taking back the lead, I feel, in this game, or at least equaling the game up, because both of the Reavers and the shuttle were taken down. Now Free can no longer hold this contained. He is wisely going to retreat. So good for Free. He is choosing his battles very wisely here, and of course that's a big part of any mirror matchup, is to really just choose your battles wisely, know when to retreat, know when to attack, and he has chosen to retreat right now, which is, I believe, a smart move. And looks like Anytime is content to pick up his fourth base right now, his third expansion. Of course, Free would possibly be able to scout there if he suspects something like that from Anytime, but I don't think Free is going to expect that, actually. Actually, no, it looks like actually Free is very smartly moving up his Observer, so he is going to spot this hidden expansion here. He does spot it with his Observer, and just very good guessing there by Free, just checking for some kind of hidden tech, or perhaps more likely a hidden expansion, and he does find the hidden expansion, so we'll see when Free decides to go and attack him. Meanwhile, Anytime's moving his forces over there to block a possible attack. Very smart by Anytime, knowing he was spotted. But Free right now is actually a little bit behind. This might put him further behind here. A possible storm drop here with this shuttle, but it is going to get hit by a lot of Dragoon shots if he tries to bring it in there. And looks like actually Anytime setting for an attack here. Meanwhile, his shuttle is going to go down. Looks like his shuttle goes down without dropping the High Templar. Unfortunately, he only dropped 2 Zealots. Meanwhile, though, he is going to go for an attack at the second expansion here. A good pylon wall there, preventing Anytime from getting in. And Anytime wisely choosing to retreat there, because most of his Dragoons were on lower ground, and he would not have been able to ascend that ramp very easily. And looks like now Anytime's strengthening his defense here against a possible drop, and also getting up his fourth expansion, his fourth base rather. right now. Looks like a big battle might ensue at the center here. Looks like a big battle going on here. I don't know what that shuttle contains for free, but a lot of good storms going on from Anytime, I believe, storming a lot of Free's units here. And looks like Anytime will take the lead here in this battle. Killing a lot of Free's troops, actually, and Free's managing to run away with his Templar, though, luckily for him. Looks like Anytime's moving up great storms there on the retreating troops, and meanwhile, Free is actually responding with a couple of storms of his own. Neither player has been able to get rid of those Templar, though, so that is the deciding factor here. Looks like Anytime will be able to leave the battlefield, though. Will be able to take the battlefield, though, and that allows him to morph his Templar instead of losing them, which is very important, of course. Actually, Anytime's actually choosing to go for a little retreat here. I'm a little surprised by that. I'm not sure why exactly he would decide to do that. 6 gates up for Anytime. Actually, no, a lot more than 6 gates. 10 gates up for Anytime. And looks like about the same number for Free. Possibly 9, I think, for Free. And Anytime has +1 attack, by the way, versus Free's. Let's see what Free has. They're not showing us what Free has right now. 001 though for Anytime. Meanwhile, Free is still not expanded again, so Anytime will be up 1 full expansion right now. Of course, that is pretty important in any mirror matchup, but and looks like no upgrades up for Free yet, so Anytime has a substantial lead so far in this match. And meanwhile, he does have map control in the center here, so I expect Free to perhaps do some more harassment to try to equal up the game, or perhaps to use his Reavers to do push out of here, because I don't see Anytime with any Reavers of his own, and without those Reavers, Free will have a little bit of a tactical advantage. Meanwhile, Free looks like he's going to sneak in with this fast shuttle here. He's probably going to drop some Reavers here. Looks like actually he drops a High Templar, gets a great storm off on Anytime's probes there. That's going to hurt Anytime a little bit here. Meanwhile, he's setting up for another drop here. At another, looks like at this second expansion here from, but he's not using a Free. You need to, oh man, what is Free doing? Looks like Free finally storming there, but missing with his storm. He's dropped a total of 3 High Templar. They need to do some storming though. Finally getting a good storm on those probes, but looks like he's going to lose these High Templar. Yeah, looks like he's going to lose all of them. A little poor micro there by Free, I have to say. Really not champion quality micro there. I felt like he could have gotten away with at least his shuttle and perhaps 1 or 2 of those High Templar while doing the same amount of damage if he just microed his High Templar a little better there. But nonetheless, he managed to kill some of Anytime's probes, so perhaps an equal trade there. It looks like Free continues to be cornered into the lower right quadrant of the map. Anytime, meanwhile, going for his 4th expansion at the upper right here. And he is going to be able to secure this so long as Free doesn't bust out. Anytime's just going to continue taking expansions, eventually starve Free out. It looks like Free was trying to take this natural expansion, this mineral-only natural expansion here, but it does get destroyed here. Meanwhile, Free might be trying to break out right now. Good storm by Free on some of those Dragoons there. A lot of storms going in from Anytime. Now looks like another big battle in the center here. Anytime definitely has the advantage of the Archons, which Free does not have because he's lost a lot of these battles, but he's gotten a lot of good storm off on Anytime's Dragoons. Free is going to try to force the battle into this choke point here, where Anytime cannot bring all of his Dragoons to bear, and there's a lot of cannons on that ridge here, so Anytime might be walking into a trap here. Looks like Anytime is going to retreat, because there's just no way he could push in there, and looks like Anytime, he's going to lose most of his Archons there, so sort of an indecisive battle there. Not sure who came out ahead. I'd say Free came out a little bit ahead in the balance because he's reduced the contain a little bit, and looks like now Free perhaps trying to break out here. I think Free might have a local advantage in terms of numbers. Looks like he does. Anytime not bringing his troops forward just yet.